Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Krista. I am a makeup artist, mompreneur, just looking to streamline and curate my beauty routine. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the ultimate morning skincare routine. This is the essentials, but covers everything you need. And it's really quick and very easy. So if you want to see how I do this morning routine, then keep watching. Let's start with, or pretend this is one of those days where I had to do like everything. So what you definitely want to start with is an exfoliator. This is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. These are very popular, very reasonably priced as well. And these have two sides, a bumpy side and a smooth side, to remove any dead skin, just exfoliate so that the skin is smooth and ready for makeup. So I'm taking one here, I'm taking the bumpy side, and then I am just going to go in little circles, and I'm not pressing hard. And this will remove any dead skin, any flaky skin. So I start with the face. Always go behind the ears. You can go on top of the ears too. Again, I would not recommend going really hard and being too rough. And I also go down my neck. We tend to forget that we treat the neck and chest as part of our face, just for like beauty purposes. You want to go as close to the hairline as you can as well. Okay, lastly, and my microphone's here, so I'm just going to move it. You want to get your chest. And you can go down your cleavage, right up to like the shoulders. So you can see there's quite a bit of dirt, and this is quite embarrassing. I don't know why it's this, there's so much dead skin, but actually I do, because my son, this is probably some of my son's skin, because he has very bad eczema, and I sleep with him, so a lot of his skin I find on my chest and everything because he likes to snuggle. So, but you want to do this at least once a day. I believe these are gentle enough to do every day, but if you want, you can just do it like once or twice a week to be safe. That is a kind of standard recommended amount of times to exfoliate the skin. So we're gonna let that sit for a few minutes. I can feel my skin is much smoother. There are a lot of great options out there, but this is one that I really like. It's reasonably priced. It says safe for sensitive skin. So really great option. One thing I would recommend is, I know like me as a millennial, I grew up with that skin scrub. Do not use those. Those are terrible for the skin. They actually will damage the skin's barrier. So either a chemical exfoliant, so like a glycolic acid, or acids that are, you can kind of look them up and see which ones that you would want to use. Those are good. Chemical exfoliation or mechanical exfoliation like this. Something like this is good because it is gentle, and you don't want to overdo it because it will damage your skin. So, like going really hard and for a long time, it's not necessary. You can get great results without the damage, just by using a facial pad. Next thing you want to do is your vitamin C serum. And I feel like for me, using some form of vitamin C, serums are usually the most concentrated products of, whatever ingredient it is. You can use vitamin C, a moisturizer, but vitamin C serums are the most concentrated. But you definitely want to incorporate a vitamin C into your morning routine, because there are just so many great benefits to using it. It will help protect from environmental damage. It brightens. It also reduces dark spots there's so many great benefits to using vitamin C. So I highly recommend serums are my top choice. If you want to kind of really pare down to the ultimate essentials, like the very minimal amount of products in the morning, just use maybe like a vitamin C moisturizer. And if you don't want to use a serum, that's like a good way of kind of combining the two. So I'm going to take my vitamin C serum. This is Naturium vitamin C serum, just 2 pumps here. And then I'm just going to press that into the skin. Always down the neck and chest. I'm going to let that sit. And while that is sitting, I'm going to move on to the next step, which is eye cream. You definitely need an eye cream in morning and night. If you want, you can use one. I would recommend using a lighter eye cream during the day and then a more heavy oil-based one at night, because our skin does lose hydration at night. But this is the Mario Badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream. It is very lightweight, very moisturizing, and I am just putting it all over the eye. I like to go above the eyebrows down to like this area here, and in the tear duct area, just this area here, and on the lids. Apply. You like are not doing a YouTube video, this should take no more than like 2 minutes. So we're gonna let that sit. The last 2 products are a moisturizer and your sun protection. I like to, if I'm especially in a rush, I like to combine the 2 together and just apply it at one time. So I'm gonna do that today. So moisturizer, and this is Mario Badescu's Collagen Moisturizer, which it's like my all-time favorite moisturizer. I've probably used dozens of those bottles. Okay, and then this is the Biore Aqua Rich Tone Up Essence. This is from Japan. I wanted to try it, so okay. There you can see it is purple. This is SPF 50. Now I will say that with sunscreens, you want to make sure you have a broad spectrum sunscreen, which protects against UVA and UVB. So that's something you really want to look for on the packaging of your sunscreen. And usually moisturizers will also have sunscreen too, but I would recommend just getting a sunscreen as well, because the moisturizers are usually only like an SPF 15 or 20. And as much as you can, you definitely want to make sure that you are wearing some type of hat over your as much as you can when you're outside, just because sunscreen is actually, no one ever does this, me as myself included. You are supposed to reapply it every hour, and I don't think it matters what SPF it is. So although it is good to have it on, it's not like gonna last all day. And if you are super adamant about it, you can reapply. There are mineral sunscreen powders that are out there that are great options. Supergoop has one that I really enjoy. The only thing is they can get heavy. Or you could just wear a hat, and I feel like that is a good enough like compromise without having to reapply your sunscreen every hour. So that is it. My skin is all prepped. It is very glowy. I mean, I have some breakouts and stuff because I do when I'm a stress picker. We listen and we don't judge. But I am a stress picker, so when I find myself when I'm like thinking or I'm like really anxious or stressed, I'm like constantly, I feel my hands up by my chin and I'm just scratching my chin. So that is why I have little spots on my chin. But I mean, my skin feels very hydrated. It feels nice and moist. So when I apply makeup, it's gonna look really nice. I don't think it's stressed enough. Skincare is so important, not just for your skin. If you are wearing makeup, it makes all the difference. You could use the most expensive foundation, $100 foundation, but if your skin is really dry and patchy, it does not matter. So making sure that your skin is properly hydrated and moisturized with the right products really makes all the difference in how your makeup looks. Maybe this isn't a known thing, but like as a makeup artist, I know like the more optimal condition the skin is in, the less makeup that needs to be used, which means the more natural it looks. So ultimately, my message is skincare is definitely the most important component to beauty. So if you don't wear makeup, it's great. It will keep your skin looking youthful, glowing, um, and it'll just protect your skin just in general. With makeup, it is the ultimate like necessary primer for your face. This, if you have a well primed face, you do not need any type of, like primers and all of that stuff. I hope this was helpful. If you are looking for more information on skincare, if you want to go more into it with, doing masks and other things like that, I do have a skincare guide out. I will link it in the description below. It will tell you everything you need to know step by step on how to create a skincare routine that is perfect for you, just for you. And you can kind of customize it to be either like a 12-step Korean skincare kind of deal, or if you just want to do a super minimal, streamlined routine, that my guide teaches you how to do all of that. So I will link it below. You can check that out. So I would love to hear your thoughts, what you thought of this video, if it was helpful, what other things that you struggle with beauty, not just skincare, but makeup, whether it's like application techniques or choosing the right colors, or even just like paring it down to a super minimal capsule wardrobe. Just let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback so I can create these videos. I would love for you to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, taking the time to watch this. I hope this was helpful to you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.